Cup hockey in Rajgir, India. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Tassuma Taslim, welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV News. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. The Advisory Council approved the policy for renewable energy-based commercial electricity generation and setting up of power plants with private participation 2025 and the Telecommunications Network and Licensing Policy 2025. The approval was given at the Advisory Council meeting held at the Chief Advisor's office at Tejgah in the capital today. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus presided over the meeting. The Council also gave the final approval to the draft of the International Crimes Tribunal Third Amendment Ordinance 2025, subject to vetting by the Legislative and Parliamentary Affairs Division. Advisors and secretaries concerned were present at the meeting. After the meeting, Chief Advisor Special Assistant on the Ministry of Post, Telecommunications and ICT Affairs, Faiz Ahmed Tayyib, and Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shofiqul Alam briefed the reporters at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital.
টেলিকমিউনিকেশন নেটওয়ার্ক এবং লাইসেন্সিং পলিসি 2025 এই আইনটা আজকে উপদেষ্টা পরিষদে পাস হয়েছে। এই আইনের তিনটা বিষয় আমি উল্লেখ করব। পলিসি এটা নীতিমালা পাস হয়েছে। এই নীতিমালার তিনটা প্রধানতম বৈশিষ্ট্য আমি আপনাদের সামনে উপস্থাপন করব। প্রথমত হচ্ছে এই আইনের মাধ্যমে মধ্যস্বত্বভোগী যে লাইসেন্সিং ব্যবস্থা বর্তমানে ছিল সেটাকে রহিত করে নতুন একটি লাইসেন্সিং ব্যবস্থা প্রবর্তন করা হচ্ছে, যেটা আধুনিক এবং যুগোপযোগী। একই সাথে এই আইনের মাধ্যমে বাংলাদেশের টেলিযোগাযোগ খাতে যারা ব্যবসা করেন তাদেরকে সার্ভিস কোয়ালিটি অফ সার্ভিস অর্থাৎ সেবা মানের নিশ্চয়তা এবং সেবার যে কাভারেজ তার নিশ্চয়তার ভিতরে আনা হয়েছে। আর তৃতীয়ত, এই নীতিমালার মাধ্যমে প্রতিযোগিতামূলক টেলিযোগাযোগ ব্যবসা সম্প্রসারণ করে ভয়েস কল এবং ডেটা অর্থাৎ ইন্টারনেট এবং ডেটাকে সাধারণ মানুষের গ্রাহক হিসাবে আমাদের নাগরিকদের ক্রয় ক্ষমতার ভিতরে নিয়ে আসার একটা দীর্ঘমেয়াদী পরিকল্পনা সূচিত হয়েছে।
Press Secretary Shofiqul Alam said, according to a newly added section to the International Crimes Tribunal Act, any charge-sheeted accused under the Act will lose eligibility to be elected or remain as a member of Parliament.
367টা পরামর্শ নিয়ে কাজ হচ্ছে, তার মধ্যে আজকে জানানো হয়েছে যে 50টি ফুলি ইমপ্লিমেন্টেড হয়েছে, 37টি পার্শিয়ালি ইমপ্লিমেন্টেড হয়েছে, আর 280টি এর মতো আন্ডার ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশন আছে। সবচেয়ে যেটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস সেটা হচ্ছে যে এর বাইরে যে রিফর্ম কমিশন যা সুপারিশ করেছে তার কয়েক গুণ বেশি কাজ মন্ত্রণালয়গুলো নিজে স্বতঃপ্রণোদিত হয়ে তারা কাজগুলো করেছেন, অ্যাডভাইজার কাজগুলো করেছেন। সেটার জন্য আজকে চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার প্রত্যেকটা মন্ত্রণালয়কে বলেছেন যে এই তালিকাটা সবাইকে সাংবাদিকদের কাছে যেন তারা সরবরাহ করে। বেসরকারি অংশগ্রহণে নবায়নযোগ্য জ্বালানি নির্ভর বাণিজ্যিক বিদ্যুৎ উৎপাদন বিদ্যুৎ কেন্দ্র স্থাপন নীতিমালা 2025 এটা অনুমোদন হয়েছে। এটাকেও বলা হয়েছে যে এটা একটা যুগান্তকারী পলিসি। আর একটা বড় ডিসিশন ছিল যে আইসিটি অ্যাক্টের অ্যামেন্ডমেন্ট হয়েছে। এই অধ্যাদেশটির মাধ্যমে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ক্রাইমস ট্রাইব্যুনাল অ্যাক্ট 1973 সেকশন 20C যুক্ত করা হয়েছে। নতুন সংযোজিত ধারা অনুযায়ী কোনো ব্যক্তির বিরুদ্ধে উক্ত আইনের সেকশন 9(1) এর অধীনে আনুষ্ঠানিক অভিযোগপত্র ফর্মাল চার্জ দাখিল হলে তিনি সংসদ সদস্য হিসাবে নির্বাচিত হওয়া বা বহাল থাকার অযোগ্য হবেন। একইভাবে তিনি স্থানীয় সরকার পরিষদ বা প্রতিষ্ঠানের সদস্য, কমিশনার, চেয়ারম্যান, মেয়র বা প্রশাসক হিসাবে নির্বাচিত হওয়া বা বহাল থাকার অযোগ্য হবেন। এমনকি প্রজাতন্ত্রের চাকরিতে নিয়োগ পাওয়া বা অন্য কোনো পাবলিক অফিসে অধিষ্ঠিত হওয়ারও অযোগ্য হবেন।
Post and Telecommunication Division Secretary Abdul Nasir Khan, Information and Communication Technology Division Secretary Shish Haidar Chaudhary and Chief Advisor's Deputy Press Secretary Azad Mojumdar were present. A US-based company has announced plans to introduce a revolutionary portable AI-powered ultrasound device in Bangladesh, marking a significant step forward in the country's healthcare landscape. Officials from the company Exo Imaging, led by its co-founders Yusuf Haq and Shundeep Akarraju, met with Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna today to discuss the groundbreaking technology and its potential impact. Yusuf Haq, a Bangladeshi origin US medical technology expert and Exo's chief technology officer, said the company plans to roll out the device initially in leading hospitals across Bangladesh with a long-term vision to expand access to rural and community healthcare centers. He said this device is designed to be portable and highly efficient, making high-quality diagnostics more accessible even in remote areas. The AI-powered portable ultrasound device can assist in the early detection of a wide range of conditions including heart disease, tuberculosis, breast cancer, lung disease, thyroid issues, and pregnancy-related complications. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus welcomed the initiative, calling it a major step towards achieving universal healthcare access. A board member at Exo and former chairman of Intel Corporation Omar Ishraq noted this is a game changer for countries like Bangladesh. Around 80% of the world's population lacks access to quality healthcare. This kind of technology can help close that gap. Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor Professor Dr. Saidur Rahman, BIDA Executive Chairman Chaudhry Ashik Mahmood bin Harun and Senior Secretary for SDG Affairs Lamia Morshid were present. United Nations Resident Coordinator Gwen Louise met with Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna in Dhaka today. During the meeting, Louise praised the strong cooperation between the UN and the interim government. They discussed a wide range of topics on Bangladesh's development priorities and reform agenda. A central topic of discussion was the upcoming national elections. The resident coordinator reaffirmed the UN's ongoing commitment to support the Bangladesh's Election Commission ahead of the general elections scheduled for February. They discussed ways the UN could assist in ensuring a transparent, free, fair, and peaceful electoral process. Preparations for the upcoming United Nations General Assembly meetings in New York and the Rohingya conference later this month were also reviewed. Chief Advisor Professor Yunus stressed the urgent need for sustained international solidarity and increased support to address the funding shortfall and strengthen Bangladesh's humanitarian response for the Rohingya population. The Appellate Division of the Supreme Court today upheld a High Court verdict that acquitted all those convicted by a lower court in the two cases filed over the August 21st in 2004 grenade attack. Dismissing the state's appeal against the High Court verdict, a six-member appellate division bench led by Chief Justice Syed Rifat Ahmed unanimously delivered the judgment along with observations. Attorney General Muhammad Asaduzzaman, Additional Attorney Generals Abdul Jabbar Bhuiya and Barrister Onik Rashid Haq and Deputy Attorney General Abdullah Mahmood Masood argued for the state, while Senior Advocate S.M. Shahjahan and Advocate Muhammad Shishir Monir appeared for the defense. The Apex Court on August 21st set today for pronouncing the judgment in the murder and explosive substances cases filed over the grenade attack on an Awami League rally at Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital on August 21st, 2004. Hearing is concluded and judgment on September 4, 2025, the short order set on that day. Earlier on June 1st in 2025, the Appellate Division granted leave to appeal against the High Court verdict that acquitted all the convicts in the two cases. The High Court on December 1st in 2024 scrapped the lower court judgment in the two cases, delivering its verdict after hearing the death experiences, references, criminal and jail appeals. Death reference is rejected, all appeals are allowed, all rules are made absolute, said the short judgment pronounced by the High Court bench of Justice A.K.M. Asaduzzaman and Justice Syed Inayat Hussain. Defense Counsel Advocate Shishir Monir later told newsmen that the High Court observed the lower court trial was illegal as it was not held in accordance with the law. He said no eyewitnesses were examined in the cases and the verdict was based on the forced confessional statement of Mufti Abdul Hannan, according to him, which carried no evidential value. The International Crimes Tribunal 1 today adjourned till September 7th the hearing in a crimes against humanity case lodged over the killings of 6 innocent people in the city's Chankarpur area on August 5, 2024. The 3-member tribunal headed by Justice Muhammad Gholam Murtoza Mojumdar passed the order allowing a time plea from the prosecution. A total of 8 witnesses so far testified in the case against 8 accused, including former Commissioner of Dhaka Metropolitan Police Habibur Rahman. Of the 8, 4 accused have been arrested and are now facing trial in person. They are former officer in charge of Shahbag Police Station Muhammad Arshad Hossain, constables Muhammad Shujun Mia, Muhammad Imaj Hossain Imon and Muhammad Nasirul Islam. Before the submission of his deposition, ICT Chief Prosecutor Muhammad Tajul Islam placed opening statement in the case. The first tribunal on July 14th framed charges against 8 accused in a crimes against humanity case filed over the killings of 6 innocent people in the city's Chankarpur area on August 5th, 2024. The prosecution, led by Chief Prosecutor Muhammad Tajul Islam on July 3rd, had argued for framing charges against the accused, while the defense counsels moved their discharge petitions for their clients. The Election Commission has finalized the boundaries of 300 constituencies ahead of the 13th Parliament election. The announcement came in a notice signed by Senior Secretary of Election Commission Akhtar Ahmed. The notification said that the Election Commission reviewed the information of applications containing claims, objections, recommendations, or opinions, and considering the information and arguments presented at the hearing, published the final list of redefined boundaries for the 300 seats of the Parliament after making necessary amendments to the electoral areas published in the preliminary list. Ahead of the 13th parliamentary elections, 1 seat has been added in Ghazipur, while 1 seat has been reduced in Bagherhat. As a result, the numbers of parliamentary seats in Ghazipur has increased from 5 to 6, and in Bagherhat, the number of seats has reduced from 4 to 3. Besides, proposals were made for changes in 39 seats. These are Panchgor 1 and 2, Rangpur 3, Sirajganj 1 and 2, Satkhira 3 and 4, Shariatpur 2 and 3, Dhaka 2, 3, 7, 10, 14 and 19, Ghazipur 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, Naranganj 3, 4 and 5, Sylhet 1 and 3, Brahmanbaria 2 and 3, Kumilla 1, 2, 10 and 11, Noakhali 1, 2, 4 and 5, Chattogram 7 and 8 and Bagherhat 2 and 3 seats. The 13th National Parliamentary election will be free, fair and impartial, and the Election Commission will not tolerate any irregularities. At the same time, the Commission has sought the cooperation of the media to ensure transparency in future elections. Election Commissioners made these remarks today during an exchange meeting with members of the Reporters Forum for Election and Democracy at the conference room of the Election Commission building in Agarga. The meeting was presided over by Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed, while Election Commissioners Abdur Rahman Al Masood, Tahmid Ahmed, Anwarul Islam Shorkar and retired Brigadier General Abul Fazal Muhammad Sanaullah, along with RFED President Qazi Zabel and General Secretary Gholam Rabbani, also addressed the event. The commissioners emphasized that a fair election is not possible without the support of the media and assured that the Election Commission will give due importance to the demands of the journalists. Virus-infected diseases, influenza, dengue and chikungunya gripped all over the country, including capital Dhaka. The number of patients suffering from influenza, dengue and chikungunya has doubled at Dhaka South City Corporation Hospital. Doctors there are struggling to cope with the overwhelming influx of patients. Physicians noted that cases of viral infections typically rise around this time every year. They have urged the public to remain vigilant about viral fevers and to pay special attention to monitoring children. Health experts warned that seasonal viral infections are spreading rapidly across the country, urging people to take fever symptoms seriously and consult doctors without delay. Special Envoy on International Affairs to the Chief Advisor Lutfi Siddiqui today inaugurated passport services at the Citizen Service Center in Gulshan, marking the first time such services are being offered outside traditional passport offices. Passport application and renewal services are now available under an entrepreneur-based citizen service model. Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor on Post Telecommunications and Information Technology Faiz Ahmed Tayyib and ICT Division Secretary Sheikh Haidar Chaudhry attended the inauguration ceremony. The Gulshan Center has been set up as the country's first citizen service connectivity hub designed to bring essential government services under one roof. Under the ongoing pilot program, more than 400 services from different government offices, including passports, driving licenses, birth and death registrations, NID services, and land mutation documents, are being provided through the initiative at Union, Upazila, and district levels. Alongside the existing centers in Gulshan 1, Uttara, Sector 6 and Nilkhet, new pilot centers will be opened later this month in Ramna, Mohammadpur, Bonusri and 4 other locations, raising the number of operational citizen service centers to 10 by the end of September. The initiative seeks to ease bureaucratic processes by integrating all government services through a national API connectivity hub, eliminating the need for citizens to visit multiple websites or offices separately. Moving on to international news.